This is not a day that I usually upload, but I want to talk a little bit about the traveling that I've been doing and the upcoming traveling that I'm going to be doing, plus my travel plans for 2026, because I now know where our next group travel is going to be. I left the vote to you, and our next group trip is going to be to the place that you voted for, and we are going to be talking about that in this video. I'm going to be getting ready as well. I did get quite a tan, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be. I feel like I have hair here somewhere. I don't know exactly if this will even match. I don't know what I'm wearing. Is this like my tone? What am I doing? I'm gonna have to mix this with the bronzer, because, ma'am, that's not my shade anymore. Okay, let's see if we can do a little bit of this one. This one is in the shade, I think 7. Yeah, this is the shade 7. And maybe I'll mix it with the liquid bronzer. I brought this one out from Makeup by Mario. This one is in medium. Cause, let's see. I feel like this, I think this could work, right? Let's do another squirt. Let's mix this together. And let's see. I feel, it will be okay. It will be okay. Okay, if you didn't know, I have been traveling a lot. Well, not only this year, but also last year. I've been trying to take advantage of these years while I'm in the US, where I know that I am probably never gonna be as flexible with like work, with my life, with my schedule as I am these years that I am living in the US. And if you didn't know, I did do a video quite recently. We are moving back, probably to Europe in 2026. So I'm trying to take full advantage because I am as flexible as I am right now. And I've been traveling a lot. I just got back from Hawaii. I went on a second honeymoon with my husband. Our first honeymoon was actually before we moved to the US, and we went to Ischia in Italy. I do actually have a vlog on that. It's probably on my second channel, which is my book and travel channel. That's where I put all my vlogs. So if you're ever interested in seeing more of me, you want to hear about my books, I did actually read nine books in Hawaii. Nine books in Hawaii. So I am due for a update on a reading wrap up as well. I'm gonna film that before I go on my next travel, because next week I am heading with Samantha March on her group trip, and she has a group trip in Bali, which is gonna be great, but also the traveling to Indonesia is not super easy. So that's gonna be, I feel like I'm somewhere in the ballpark. So I feel like that's gonna be really interesting to try and sort out. And I had my group trip. I do have group trips through Trova Trip, which is basically we travel together on a group trip that is arranged by them, so we don't have to worry about anything, and they have a guide that follow around with us the entire trip, and, you know, take care of all the reservations and the transportation and all the tickets and stuff, and we just have to show up and have a good time. And it's meant to be another way of creating community and meeting people as an adult, because it is so hard to meet new friends as an adult. Maybe you don't have a partner that want to travel. Maybe you don't have friends who are able to travel with you. Maybe you just want to meet new friends as an adult, which is the reason why I wanted to do these group travels. And this could be a perfect opportunity for you as well. This isn't for everyone. I have friends like Kelly Gooch who loves traveling by herself. Maybe you're the same. But if you do love group traveling, and if you love the opportunity to travel with the group where you know you at least have something in common, which is you like to watch beauty YouTube, maybe this could be perfect for you. I will leave the vlogs to my other 2 group trips that I've done down below. One of them was this year to Greece. We had an amazing time. We went to Santorini and we went to Athens, and it was wonderful. And last year we went to Italy. Oh, I love it. And oh, I feel like I have really dry lips. was probably because I've been flying. I did a survey where I asked you, where do you want to go next? And you know what you voted for? And when Troa Trip sent me the survey and they're like, this is what people voted for, I literally said to myself, yes, out loud, because you voted for Spain, and I'm ready. Viva España, let's go. I'm gonna be using a couple of things that I've been traveling with, and I can talk a little bit about them while I'm using them as well. I did get sent this new Maxine's Revenge French Face Concealer. This is a concealer and almost like skin tint all-in-one. I actually only traveled with 3 concealers. These are the concealers I traveled with, and I didn't travel with a foundation this time when I traveled to Hawaii, and I've really been enjoying this concealer actually, so I'm really excited about this one. I think it is a really nice medium to full coverage that can really be sheared out on the skin, and it doesn't crease on me or like look cakey or heavy under the eyes while still offering coverage and while still like looking like skin, but still like looking healthy and not heavy. I'm actually really impressed with it. Troa Trip has this really interesting itinerary in Spain to Barcelona and to a coastal city as well. And I am just super excited that you voted for Spain so that we can do this itinerary, because I have been to Barcelona once before. But I was there back in my 20s when I was modeling for Bread and Butter, which is a fashion show. And they were having this, like, it's not even a fashion show, it's more like a trade show. I don't even know what to call it. And I was there as a model for a brand. And I didn't even see the things. The itinerary for this trip is so amazing. It has a cooking class. Like, we go to a market and we see all the different things and we pick up stuff and then we do a cooking class together. I cannot wait. We are visiting, of course, is it Sagrada Familia? Sagrada Familia. It's like the church, the very famous church by Gaudi. Is it pronounced Gaudi? I'm not 100% sure. And of course Park Güell as well. And I haven't been. I went to Barcelona and I never saw it because I didn't have time because I was only working. And it's been one of those things that's been like, I can't believe I went to Barcelona and I didn't see it. It's literally supposed to be one of the most amazing things to see, Sagrada Familia, and I haven't seen it. And I'm so excited that we're going to be experiencing that together. I cannot wait. There's also an optional wine to visit a winery. There's also some like optional things that you can do, so you can either like go on some of the things that the group is doing, like add-ons, or you can spend some time exploring on your own. I will say my experience from these trips from before, some people have been loving to do everything with the group, and some people have been enjoying doing some things with the groups and then exploring a little bit on their own. Like I said, this is the perfect opportunity to have like a group of people to travel with, but if you want to do some stuff on your own, there's plenty of downtime where you can do other things as well. And like I said, I love being by the group and hanging out with the group and just doing as much as possible with them. But there's also been people who are like exploring a little bit and doing and booking things by themselves as well, and it's been so exciting to see how everyone has made these trips their own, and I'm just so excited. And not only is the trip going to Barcelona, it is also going to Lloret de Mar. I think that's what it's called. It's a coastal city that's north of Barcelona. So not only is it Barcelona, we also get a little bit of the Spanish coastline. I love Spanish food. I feel like Spanish food is one of those things that don't get enough hype. I don't know if that's even true, but I feel like we keep talking about Greek food and we keep talking about Italian food. And of course, I love the French cuisine, I really do. But I feel like Spanish cuisine is not as talked about, at least not in the US, as I feel like it deserves. And I am just so excited. I am so excited. There's going to be a tapas evening that's included in the trip. I will leave a link down below where you can check this out. This trip is launching tomorrow on Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time. And it's not until next year. Did I even say this trip is in May next year? I'm pretty sure it's like May 11th? Let me double check. May 11th. Yeah, so it's May 11th and then a week. And so there's plenty of time to decide, but if you know that this is something that you want to do, yeah, the first people who book the trip actually do get a discount on the trip. And then there is of course limited spots available on the trip, but there is plenty of time to decide. But if you do know that this is something you want to do, the first people who book does get a little bit of a discount. And I am just super excited to be having another year of just hanging out with people. I definitely cannot travel as much next year as I have been these couple of years, like 2024 and 2025, simply because I am going to be moving next year. So I just will not have, like, I don't have the time. I'm trying to, this skin tint, I talked about this in yesterday's video. I talked about that I really love the skin tint by Milk, but I have to set down my entire face because it's got really long longevity if I set it down, but if it doesn't, it's a little bit sticky on me. Is this my color? Not really. I'm just a little bit light, but I will bronze this up. Just you wait. But like I said, I will link the trip down below. You can always sign up for, like, you can leave an interest. You don't have to like commit to anything and just think about it if you want to. And if this is not for you, no hard feelings. Nothing is for everyone, so no hard feelings. I am not giving up makeup YouTube to become a travel influencer. This is something I do as an extra thing because I think it is really fun. And just like with affiliate marketing, when you sign up for the trip, I am going to be going on this trip. I do earn a commission when you sign up on a trip. I have mentioned this before, but sometimes people say that I don't say this, but I definitely have mentioned this before, but I want to make sure that I'm mentioning this again. But I do this because I love traveling and because I love meeting people. Short story, I started YouTube because I was lonely and I didn't have any friends, and I finally feel that I'm at a space where I don't feel lonely anymore. These past couple of years in my life, I've finally found, like, I know that I belong somewhere and that I have a community and that I have friends and that I am wanted. And that's an incredibly strengthening feeling for me. And if you have gone on any of my trips or if I met you on any of my little things that I've had with Samantha March as well, thank you so much for coming and for sharing your story with me and for hanging out. I have truly had an amazing time. Absolutely an amazing time. I think I'm gonna do my brows and I'm gonna find a bronzer. I did a little bit of a lip liner. This one is from Nomad Cosmetics in Soft Brownie, and I did my brows too because I actually brought this one to Hawaii, and this is the new lip gloss from Half Magic, and it's like almost like a multi-chrome. It's like I want to say a brown berry base, and then it is like almost like a purple, teal, blue, green, like shift sparkle in it. It is called Blushing Lizard. I did get this scent in PR and I brought it. Look at that. Because I thought it would be a fun one to bring. Is that not so fun? Like, it's not overbearing, but it's definitely something. I think it's really fun. I also did bring, because I said I was going to bring the Princess Bubblegum Blush by Lethal Cosmetics. This is the Adventure Time collab that they did, and it's the pink one. I've really been enjoying this one too. This is a cream to powder blush, so I am going to be putting this one on too. I think this summer, like this spring summer, I probably have never traveled the way that I've done this spring summer, and I probably never will again. Because I mean, that's why my tan is really tanning right now, because I have been, oh, I forgot. I'm putting blush on, but I haven't even done bronzer. I should probably do that first. Let me do bronzer and I can come back to the blush. Because I have been almost like back to back to back. I can't even believe I've had any videos up whatsoever, because I went to Miami, Destin, and I went to Greece for 2 weeks. I've been to Hawaii, and now I am going, like I said, to Indonesia, to Bali. And I'm going to be there for about a week and a half, and I'm still going to have... I'm using the, oh my god, there's almost nothing left. This is the Fendi one. Just trying to get some warmth back in, because this one has a lot of yellow in it, and my undertone is very golden, especially when I got a tan in. So I'm hoping that this will fix that a bit. We'll see. But I'm so excited, and it's been really... I don't remember when I said this or how long you've been on my channel. I'm not 100% sure, but I remember, I think this first or the second time that I ever did a Vlogmas. I didn't do it this year. Let me know if you want me to try and do it this year. The first time I did Vlogmas, I said for me, it was kind of almost like a challenge. Am I able to get this done? Because filming and uploading every day is a challenge, unless you're doing like really basic stuff. But like coming up by ideas, filming it, editing it, doing thumbnails, all of that, it's like a challenge for yourself. And to be able to pull that off, it feels really rewarding, knowing that like you were able to undertake such a big project and then like actually pull it off. And that's how I've been feeling about this summer as well, because I knew coming into the spring and summer that I was gonna have so much travel booked. And the fact that I've been able to still upload videos, granted, I've missed a couple of uploads here and there. It's really hard to keep new makeup releases going, especially when I'm traveling. But I haven't like really taken long breaks, and I've still been able to run Cinch. I have a collection that's in production right now. I don't know exactly when it's going to be done, but there is going to be a new collection with Cinch soon, and also keeping all my travel intact. And I've also been uploading on my second channel. Plus I've been reading a lot. I read 9 books. I repeat that again for the people in the back. When I was in Hawaii, I'm reading my 12th book right now for July, and I've been reading a lot this year. I think I'm like at almost 70 books in 2025 so far, and I'm just like, I'm feeling very accomplished. Like I'm getting a lot of stuff done, and I need to be careful though so that I don't like burn out, but I am just feeling like Superwoman. Like I'm able to juggle all of these things, and I do have help, and I'm extremely grateful for the people that are helping me out with a lot of things to get this thing rolling. But the fact that I'm still able to upload and run Cinch and develop new things and try out new formulas, and like just with samples and packaging and all of the different things. We had a sale over midsummer and still able to do all the things. It makes me feel very accomplished, fully knowing that I'm not going to be able to do that next year, because like I said, next year I'm going to be moving. I think we're in a better spot right now. And I talked about that in a recent video, that like 1 more year in the US. You can always check out that video if you're interested in seeing more about that. But we still aren't 100% sure when we're moving or like where we're moving, but I'll let you know more once I actually have something more to say, because I really don't have anything else to say at this point. Let me see if we can go back to blush again. I've been really into a cool tone blush. I didn't think that I was going to be into, because again, when I started YouTube, which is almost 10 years, should I do a video in August? Because that's going to probably be when I'm back from Bali, and just talking about the fact that I've been a decade on YouTube uploading. But when I started on YouTube, I started my channel and I was obsessed with pink and peach cheeks, especially pink and peach like highlighters. And I feel like somewhere over this decade, I kind of fell out of love with pink, but now I feel like I'm kind of back on the train again, and I'm like, this is fun. I did also bring, I don't even know if you've seen that video yet. I don't think so. I filmed a full face of NARS, and I tried the new NARS highlighter, and I did bring this one traveling. I feel like that says something about how I feel about this highlighter. It's pretty good. Let's do a little bit of the highlighter too. It's almost like too light for me now. Oh, it'll be fine. It will be fine. It was really interesting as well looking at the survey of like how people voted, because other places that was up there in the voting was Portugal, France, and Croatia. All places that I would either love to go or love to go back. So I thought that was really interesting as well. I feel like we have a similar taste in places. And so far, I don't know exactly what we want to do with this in the future. I don't even know like if I'm gonna continue doing this, if this is something that like fits into my life in the future. But I was having a meeting actually with Trova today, and we were going over some of the details of the itinerary, and I'm so excited. I'm just super excited. I love this itinerary. I love this new itinerary that they came up with for Spain. I think it's so good, and I cannot wait to meet our new guide and to have our new group. Of course, I forgot to say, we are going to be having a group chat in like on Instagram for anyone who is interested in going on the trip. You are not committing to anything by joining in on the group chat on Instagram or by signing up to the newsletter on Trova Trip. You're not committing to anything before you actually like commit to the trip. You can be there and just hang out with people and ask questions and get a feel for the group. I will leave that as a pinned post in my feed on Instagram, and you just leave your name on the post and say you want to be part of the group chat, and I will add you in, because I love the community that we have leading up to the trip as well. And we did try, I'm gonna try a little bit of this one actually, the Cobra palette by Gerard CosmeticS. I've only swatched this one so far, and I want to do, I'm wearing this blue because I want to do blue eyeliner. So I think I am gonna do something. This is me thinking. I think I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna do these, and then this one, and then I'm gonna do blue eyeliner. But when we were having this meeting, we were actually talking about, because she, the person I was having this meeting on Trova Trip, she was saying that she was a reader and that she had been checking out my reading, like my book channel, my second channel, and she said maybe you want to do like a reading retreat in the future. And I was like, that could be fun if there are more readers out there, and maybe we could do like a reading retreat in the future. Again, it would have to wait a little bit, because again, I need to know like where I'm moving and when I'm moving, but it could definitely be something where we could just be reading together and hanging out. And again, I feel like now that reading is back to being popular, I mean, I've always read, but I feel like it's easier to get back into a hobby when it is more popular. And now that reading is back to being popular again, and a couple of us probably have like rediscovered reading again, maybe that could be fun for the future as well, because I do, like I said, read quite a lot and I love reading. I do wish this palette had something, because this is pretty much this one and this one are the lightest colors in the palette, and I do wish I had something that was like a little bit lighter. I'll try and maybe blend it out with a different brush a little bit. I'm gonna do the darker one now, Don't Hiss Me Off, and I'm just gonna deepen this up a little bit. Not too much. Oh, this one has a little bit of kick up. Yeah, not too much, but just a little bit in the outer corner. And then I'm gonna use the shimmer. So I'm gonna do Python, and I am gonna be spraying that. Oh my god, there's too many things. Too many things in front of me, and I will be spraying this, and hopefully it will look good. That's really pigmented. This is turning out to be a darker look than I had in mind, but I have committed. I'm just gonna dig into Galactic Visitor. I'm gonna do the little bit of Saucer and just do that to lighten up. This one is out of stock right now, but we are working on restocking it, hopefully together with the new collection that is, like I said, in production. Don't know exactly when that is happening, but I'm thinking probably early fall. Okay, so I bought the blue Sky High and the blue Fake Away from, well, this one is from Maybelline, right? Yeah, this is Maybelline and this is Tarte. And I want to see. Hello? Well, it's not as pigmented as the other one, but I'm also gonna draw. Yeah, I kind of want to like almost do around my entire eye. Okay, I'm just coming a little closer so that you can see a little bit how it looks. This isn't really like a makeup video, it's more like a chatty video, but I wanted to show. Ooh, let me move back. Let me get the microphone because I'm gonna do the mascara. Also, one of the books that I was reading this month, and I didn't even realize it until I actually like started reading it, and that was that I was reading Dan Brown's Origin. I actually love Dan Brown. I'm not a thriller girly, but Dan Brown is just, it's so smart. I just really enjoy his books, and I had missed Origin. I don't know how I missed it, but I was reading that one, and as I started reading it, I'm realizing they're in Spain. They're actually they're starting in Madrid and they're leaving for Barcelona, and I have been obsessed with like visiting the places that Dan Brown talks about in his books. I've literally been like forcing my husband when we've been like in Italy. I'm like, show me all the fountains, show me all, I want the Dan Brown special. I'm not even kidding. I've asked my husband for a Dan Brown tour of Rome and a Dan Brown tour of Venice, and he was like, and they're visiting Sagrada Familia Inn and Park Güell, and they're also visiting one of the houses that he designed, and I am just, oh my god, I love it. If you haven't read that book, it's really exciting. And if you want to be excited about Barcelona, I 100% recommend reading it. It was really interesting. The only thing that I didn't love about the book, again, I don't read a lot of thrillers, so I really don't think that I'm like, these kind of like mystery books, I'm really not the person that like, you know, gets who the killer is, or like who's the bad guy, or like I don't figure out the plots. I can figure out the plots of a fantasy book. I can smell the plot twist from kilometers away. But when it comes to thrillers, since I don't read a lot of those, I'm not the person like, listen, I've read almost all Agatha Christie books. I read them again, I don't know who the killer is. I don't remember. I don't know. I have no idea. I even watched the Murder on the Nile, the movie, and my husband was like, so who's the killer? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, haven't you read the book? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. But in this book, Origin, I literally figured out who the bad guy is 100 pages in the book. And I don't know if I just am smart or if the book was too easy. I still enjoyed the book, but for me, I thought it was kind of easy to like pick out what like the twist was gonna be. And if you've read the book, you're gonna have to let me know if you think that it was like equally easy. With that being said, oh my god, so I'll focus. With that being said, I still enjoyed the book. I still thought the book was really good, and I'm happy I read it. But yeah, I definitely figured it out. That I will say. Let me actually just get some mascara on, and I think on my top lashes, and I think that's gonna be like the finished look. I don't think I'm gonna do any mascara. I'm actually gonna film for my second channel after this as well, because I'm gonna film a reading wrap up. Not a reading wrap up. I'm gonna film a TBR jar picks my books. Oh my god, I have been enjoying those kind of like videos and the challenge that it proposes so much, because you basically put a lot of prompts in a jar, and it's like, pick a book with a blue cover, pick the last book you bought, or pick a book that was a gift from a friend, or like anything like that. And for me, I don't know about other people who have a lot of books, but all the books that I own, I've either read or I am super excited about reading them. So whatever I get, I'm still gonna be super excited, because like I bought these books for a reason. Like these books are here for a reason. So whatever I get, I'm gonna be like super excited about it. So I feel like sometimes when I see people film these, they pick like 7 books and then they read 2 of them. And sometimes I almost feel like people are like, oh, there's like, I don't really want, I'm not like, they don't seem excited about the books that they own. Is this looking all right? I hope so. And I just don't understand why we're buying books that we're not super excited about. Maybe I'm misinterpreting the whole thing, but I am so excited. I bought not true, I bought 2 new books. I read the first book in the Bridge Kingdom. Ugh, I really loved it. I love Danielle L. Jensen, one of my favorite newfound authors. And I love the first book and I immediately ordered the second one. And I'm very excited to read that one. And also, did you buy anything on the Nordstrom sale or Amazon sale? I was luckily, and maybe you're excited too that you didn't see any of those videos on my channel, but I was luckily on vacation while both of those sales were happening. So I didn't buy anything in the Nordstrom sale, and I only bought one thing in the Amazon sale, and that was that I bought, is it Dungeon Crawler Car? Is it called that? I bought that book because it was on sale and it was recommended to me by my friend Rachel Palmieri. She read it and she gave it, I think she gave it a 5-star and she really liked it. And we don't always like the same things, but then I saw another person who I also like, that I do share a lot of books in common with, that also gave it a 5-star, and I was like, okay, maybe this one is for me. I haven't read a lot of like contemporary romance that I've given like a 5-star, but this month I read Renegade. I thought the author did such a good job taking a heavy subject, which is driving under the influence and accidentally unaliving someone, coming back from prison and then seeking forgiveness. Whew. And then there it is a romance novel, but I thought the book really dealt with when have you paid your dues, what is unforgivable, and how people deal with grief differently. I just thought that was really well made and I was hooked. I didn't mean to talk that much about books, by the way. I don't know if people are interested in that on this channel, but I've just been reading a lot of really nice books during my vacation. I will link the ones that I mentioned down below in case you're interested, but otherwise I would suggest my second channel. Did you read any good books during this vacation? Do you have any fun vacation plans? Do you have like for the future? Because again, like I said, I want to do this trip in 2026, going to Barcelona, and I am so excited. Do you have anything that you're like, I want to do this next summer? I would love to hear about. I also need to move next year. That's gonna be something. Okay, let me see if I can maybe like comb my hair or something. I'm really liking this look, and I will say it did come out kind of how I imagined it. I will say maybe the eyeshadow is a little darker than what I had in mind first, but the palette is a little darker, so like it kind of is what it is. But I still really love this like pop of like the blue. It's kind of fun. I am enjoying it. Like I said, I will leave all the info about the trip down below. If you're not interested in the trip, that's totally fine. This was just to get ready with me, where I am chatting a little bit about traveling and about life. If you want to see the vlogs again from the trips that I've done before, I will leave a couple of trips down below. I think I have a vlog from the Trova trip that I did with Samantha as well, and I will leave that down below as well. Of course, my entire second channel as well is just filled with travel vlogs, and I will have a vlog up soon. I don't know if I have time to edit it before I go to Bali, and I will vlog Bali as well, but I do have a vlog filmed for the Hawaii trip that I did. I just don't know if I have time to edit it before I leave again. But yeah, I'm excited again to have this little sliver of time and space in my life where I'm able to do these things before I know I'm no longer again. And I'm super grateful for the experiences that I'm doing and the people that I'm meeting and the discussions and just dialogues that I've been able to have. I, like I said, started YouTube because I was lonely, because I didn't feel like I had any friends, because I didn't feel like I had any connections. And I have said this before, but I'm saying it again. This is the second time in my life outside of the gaming community, the makeup community, where I'm actually feeling I belong here. I have a space here. I am wanted here. I am liked here. And I have been in several spaces in my life where I haven't felt like that. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for being so kind and welcoming and respectful and grown up and just open to hearing different people's opinions and just making my journey on YouTube so amazing, not only online, but also when I meet you out and about. So yeah, if you're interested in hearing more about the group trip, if you want to see some more info, I will leave everything down in the description box. I hope you are having an amazing Thursday. This was a little bit of a bonus video, but since the trip is launching tomorrow, I wanted to get this video up. And if you want to join in on the group chat, again, I will leave a link to that too down below. And I will have a new makeup release as well on Friday per usual. Did I miss 2 weeks? I might have missed 2 weeks because I was gone for a pretty long time. I think we have so many things to talk about, okay? So many new releases, so many new collabs, even more brands are closing down, and I have some thoughts. I hope you're having a great day. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments, and I will see you again real soon, actually tomorrow, for the video.